like a bomb, fragile like a bomb, Toastmaster Jasveen. The world clipped her wings and forgot all about her claws. Bleeding on the ground, she realized she wasn't fragile like a flower, but fragile like a bomb. Greetings, Toastmasters and guests. How many times have you heard that true beauty lies in being your unfiltered self? How many times have you heard people say that finding real people is rare? I, for one, have heard this way too many times, and I am fed up. People want us to show our true selves, but also want us to hide our weaknesses. The world wants our flaws to look flawless. Isn't that hypocritical? I know my words may sound harsh, but this is something I've experienced firsthand. You see, my father is a government employee, which means growing up, we had constant transfers. Every transfer was to a different place. But there was this ache in my heart that always remained the same. You can imagine how much these changes affected me as a little girl. Sure, I went to school with a determined mind to make new friends, adapt, and have a fresh start. But on my face, you could see, clear as day, how much I missed my old life. After every transfer, sitting in a new house, on my same old sofa, I would bandage the wounds of lost friendships, thinking about how I have more people in my past than in my present. As I grew older, I realized the more I exposed these wounds to the world, the more they pressed on me. I was just a little girl who wanted to fit in, who wanted to make friends. And so, I would hide this ache, lock away my fears, and put on a smile. But soon, life brought me face to face with people who dug out my fears, fed off them, and left me bleeding. In a school where I was surrounded by hundreds of people, it only took a few of them to clip my wings. In that moment, when my head hung low, I saw that I had claws too. What I realized then is that I didn't need to hide my bleeding heart. I just needed to show them that I am standing strong despite the pain in my soul. It was when I showed them that the fire within me stayed the same despite my constantly changing conditions, and that I could adapt to any given situation. That is when they saw me less like prey and more like a predator. Their change in behavior evoked a realization in me. Maybe, just maybe, we have been looking at the wrong sort of masks. The masks we need aren't the ones we would wear in a masquerade ball to hide our flaws, but like the face masks that would enhance our strengths. You don't have to hide your flaws. That is what makes you human. Instead, what you do need to do is highlight your strengths, not only to the world but also to yourself. All of you sitting here have shown the courage to get out of your comfort zone and come here, to sit amongst a crowd you don't know, to face challenges you aren't even aware of. And that, I believe, is one of your strengths. All of you may not realize it in this very instance, but the courage to get up is commendable as well. In these next few years, you all may lose sight of this strength you hold. And that is when I would want you to pull out your claws, put on a mask, and tell yourself, I may fear this, but this isn't the end. All of this may sound like it's too good to be true, but believe me, I have been there too. This mask I'm telling you about. You all may not have realized it, but I used it just now. I remember sitting in the audience exactly 1 year ago, thinking about how wonderful it would be to speak in front of you all. I imagined myself preparing for my performance. Nothing. Just a simple smile plastered on my face. Truth be told, these last few days, the only main emotion I felt was fear. What if my speech isn't up to the mark? What if I trip and fall? What if I fumble, or what if I forget my lines on the stage? But as I heard my name being called out, I put on my mask. My mask that gave me strength. My mask that gave me that extra boost of excitement. My mask that held the sweat of sleepless nights of practice. And then, as I took the center of the stage, your applause ringing in my ears. All I did was ask myself this. Why waste this moment in fear when I've been waiting for this moment all my life?